Hey, welcome to MyMathYourMath. Today we're going to talk about the chain rule, one of the most common rules that you'd see in any calculus class. Anytime you want to take a derivative of a function that has a function inside it, you're going to use the chain rule. Otherwise, you'd have to look at something like this, x squared minus x to the 6th power, and actually, expand it out 6 times, and then take the derivative term by term. But instead, we're going to use the chain rule. So the chain rule, what it does is you take the derivative of the original function and then you times it by the derivative of the guy inside, okay? So example A, f of x is equal to the square root of 2x minus 3. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this. So it's going to be f of x is equal to 2x minus 3 to the 1/2 power. We're not doing anything, any kind of calculus. All we're doing is rewriting. Okay, so here the inside function is g. We're going to call it g of x, some other function. And g of x is equal to this, 2x minus 3. And then we'd like to know what the derivative of g is, because when we take the derivative of f, the last thing you do at the end is multiply by the derivative of g. Okay, so the derivative of g just so happens to be 2, because the derivative of 2x is 2, derivative of negative 3 is 0. So g prime is just 2. Now we can go ahead and find f prime. So f prime of x. So when we look at the bigger function, it's really something to the 1/2 power. You're going to bring the 1/2 down, subtract 1, and then keep the inside the same. 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. And it's being multiplied by the g prime, which is 2. You're allowed to multiply 2 times 1/2, which becomes just 1. So then this is just equal to 2x minus 3 all raised to the negative 1/2. And if it helps you sleep better at night, you could rewrite this as 1 over the square root of this thing. So it'll be 1 over square root 2x minus 3 is the answer, is the derivative for A. Let's take a look at B. F of x equals x squared minus x, all raised to the 6th power. The function inside here, our g function, we're going to call it, if this guy's going to be called x, that's what we typically do in math. We call the other guy g or h or something like that. So g of x is x squared minus x. So it'd be nice for us to know what g prime of x is. G prime of x, when we apply the power rule, becomes 2x minus 1. Okay? And that's going to be just leave it there, the derivative of the function that's inside. Now we can take the derivative of f of x. So the big function is actually just something to the 6th power, as you can see, right? So now we can take the derivative of f. So f prime of x, you bring the 6 down, you leave what you had in there. 6 minus 1 is 5, and you multiply this by the derivative of the function inside, which we said was 2x minus 1. Okay? And to finish it off, if it helps you sleep better at night, you could go ahead and distribute the 6 through here. And we would have 12x minus 6 in parentheses, x squared minus x to the 5th power as the derivative for b. And that is the chain rule.